All right, I'm starting this one again. This is gonna be part two. I'm gonna upload this a little bit later. I didn't get to finish eating my damn boudin skin. It was nice and crisp, and now it's cold, and it's gonna suck now. Wait a minute. Hold on. This shit kind of good still. Hold on now. This shit hitting a little bit. Shinobi. Hold up. I feel like I remember you. What's up, Shinobi?
Why you say 99% of Black Americans don't commit crimes? What do you mean about that?
I mean, I feel like that's pretty clear. Like, what's confusing about this statement?
I mean, there's like 13 million. Black people are 13% of the
13%
population.
of the population commit 50% of the crime. That's you about to say that?
You said what?
Yeah, you bet 13% of the population commit 50% of the crime. Is that where you're going with it?
No. I wasn't gonna say that, but I mean that kind of does make sense. If you do the math, it kind of does make
Hold up,
kind of
Shinobi.
much sense.
Shinobi. Be
Yeah.
honest, okay? When you say they're 13% of the population, what were you gonna say after that?
I was gonna say like it's like a million that went to jail. You know,
Uh huh.
that's what I was gonna say. Because I remember looking at a certain statistics. I forgot.
Yeah, a
It was
million
a
has
couple. It
gone to
was like
jail.
like 5 6 months ago. I looked at the statistics. I know we make the most. We definitely do make the most robberies. Most definitely. That's crazy
Okay,
though.
so
Why is
number
that though?
one.
That's interesting,
Hold up,
right?
Shinobi. Let's do this. We have to walk this down slow because I feel like there's a lot of misunderstandings going on at the same time. So number one, do you know how many black people are in America? Number one, start there. Do you know the number?
Um. Uh. Probably not. Most likely not. I would say I would try to make up around probably 30 million, maybe.
That's wrong. It's about 50 million according to
And
Pew
that's close
Research.
enough.
You're 20 million off. I wouldn't call that close.
I
But
mean, that's kind of
anyway,
close.
20 million is kind of close.
I
Okay, let's just move away from
mean,
that. Let's just
close
move
enough.
away from that. So the 50 million. There's 50 million black people in America. Okay. Do you know that when they say violent crime, that's a specific thing, right? It's not like it's an umbrella term for a bunch of other
Oh,
things.
you said
So
violent crime.
yes, that's
I didn't really
yeah, because
pay attention to the. Okay.
yeah, there's a lot of things you could go to jail for. Like you could go to jail for not paying parking tickets. Okay, I don't think that that's
I guess that's the word I should have focused on. Violent.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I chose to focus on that too, because like you can literally there's a million different things you could go to jail for. That doesn't make you like this crazed maniac violent person, right?
Yeah.
And
I mean, I
according
guess
to the
so.
FBI, let me help you here. So according to the FBI, there's what you call it on table 43 FBI crime arrest statistics. There's 130,000 black Americans that's been arrested for violent crime. Now, I don't know if you have a calculator next to you, but if you do the percentage of 130,000 into 50 million, I think you'll find that that's like a lot less than 1%. It's like 0.2% of the
Yeah. But it's
population.
interesting that like we make the most robberies. I'm black, by the way. Black people make the.
Okay, hold up, Shinobi. Before you go down this screed, understand I'm not comparing. Okay, do you see anything here about any other race of people?
Of course not.
Yeah,
So you're
nah,
right. I'm trying to make a
because
comparison, and that's kind of my fault. So that's sorry.
yeah, and I love that you did that because that's like a knee jerk reaction everyone has when we have this conversation, and I just want people to understand. Look, listen, this is what I'm the point of this is. I don't want people to compare and then make the point that black people are just like inherently bad or evil or terrible or more criminal. Like
Hmm.
if you look at the overall number here, the majority of the black community aren't hardened criminals. Less than 2% of them have been arrested for violent crime. Most of them are just regular, everyday, average people going to work and coming home just like you, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's what I want people to understand here. And this isn't just like a fuzzy feeling I have in my stomach. This is backed up by the data. This is backed up by the numbers. Like, and it's the same for every other community. Like, I don't think people realize just how rare crime is. Firstly, crime is down compared to the past years. Like, crime is going down. Crime isn't getting worse. It's getting better. Crime is so rare. Like I said, 150 or 130,000 people have been arrested for violent crime. 150,000 in a nation of people that makes up about 350 million in this whole country. You know how infinitesimally small that is?
Pretty much.
Like, it just, I need people. The problem is people start doing these like statistics ninjutsu where they flip it around and say, well, if you look
Not
at it
saying
from this
Naruto
perspective,
shit.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel me? Like
Yeah.
they start turning, they put their game down, flip it and reverse it, and say, well, if you turn it around this way, and if you look at it from this perspective, and compare it to the white man in 1922 in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, it's like, okay, like you breaking it down in all these other ways. You can make the numbers say whatever you want it to say, but like overall, if you look at the overall numbers, the majority of the black community are just regular, everyday, average folks going to work and coming home.
And I love that. Like, I prayed for our community to be much better, though. Honestly, that's what I actually came here to more argue for some reason. I don't know why, although the topic was just about violent crimes, whatever. I don't know.
Look, I'm not going to jump on you because you're being good faith, but like you do what you did, what a lot of people do. They come up here ready to argue because they just can't fathom in their mind that black people aren't these raving bands of maniacs just going around in poo shiesty masks and stabbing and shooting people. It's
I ain't
like,
gonna lie though.
no.
I grew up in an area mostly with a lot of shootings at. So
hmm
maybe that's like I perceive a lot of black people as that in a way.
I think
Unfortunately,
what it
I do.
is,
Maybe it's a
I
little
feel
anti-black.
you on that, Shinobi. It's not that. What it is firstly, I think you might need to just get around a little bit more, go around to different areas a little bit more. But on top of that, I think also, like, uh, what was I about to say? I think that people just need to take into consideration the socioeconomic situation that people are in. So if you're in the hood, if you're in an area where it's going to be people of lower economic stand, then they're going to be more likely to commit crimes. Like a rich person has no reason to do an armed robbery, you know? Like
Yeah.
a rich person has no reason to sell dope, you know, unless they like a drug kingpin, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But like rich people don't have to do stuff like that.
And
Poor
to be honest,
people
most of
do.
them don't even sell drugs. They have other people do that shit for them, really.
Right. But you know, you get what I mean. Like this is usually a socioeconomic, and black people disproportionately are usually in a lower. Now, that's not to say that black people are all poor, because that's not true either. Most black people are middle class. It's like the average income, the median income for black people in America is like 69,000, if I'm remembering correctly. It's like 69,000. Like most black people are like, we're above the poverty line. Like most of us are like middle class, lower middle class. Like we're just working folks for the most part. But compared to our counterparts, it's less. And there's reasons behind that, but I don't want to get into it because people will try to. Oh, damn, rest in peace. Your phone dead. But yeah, there's reason behind why our numbers are less compared to our compadres. But, you know, when you start to bring that up, people start saying you're being a victim. So I'll leave that alone for now. But yeah, like overall, black people for the most part we just chilling. We just going to work, coming home, going to school, taking care of our kids, just like everybody goddamn else. You know? Sorry. Conservative granny. Conservative granny. Actually, I want to talk to you, conservative granny. I want to talk to conservative granny. Since she's telling me that this is a lie, I want her to tell me why this is a lie. I want your old ass to come up here and try to explain this to me. And shout out to Shinobi. Like, he was being good faith. I understand, like, listen, there is a crime problem in our community the same way that there's a crime problem in every community, okay? Every community has issues with, drug sales. Every community has issues with robbery because every community in America is under this capitalist system that requires an underclass. It requires a group of people who are underprivileged and they have to do what they have to do. Sometimes it's extra legal. Sometimes it might be out of the range. But they do what they have to do to survive. It doesn't make them evil, terrible people. It just means their circumstances are fucked up. And we're all having to deal with that. Every race of people are having to deal with that. This is not a black people thing. It just so happens that it might be skewed a little bit more for the black community due to other outside influences. But again, if I start to explain what those influences are, then people are going to tell me, I'm being a victim and I'm in a victim mentality. Why am I bringing up the past? So I'm going to leave that alone for now. Julpy. Let me see what Julpy has to say.
Hey, what's going on, man? How are you?
What's up, brother? What you got for me?
I do agree with the prompt, and I would like to say that I don't think that's just only Black Americans. I think people in general. I think there's a very small group of the human population that they commit a large amount of the percentage of the crime, and the media or other people or other groups, regardless of affiliation or background, they tend to hyper focus on specific situations or scenarios and like, see, this guy did it, that guy did it, therefore let's generalize everyone. But yeah, no, I don't think people realize how small of a group that humans overall, the ones that are committing crimes, they're doing a large portion of it. It's, and especially when you live in a large populated area. But that's pretty much my view or take on that.
Yeah. Oh, my bad, bro.
No, I was just saying I appreciate you allowing me to join your space and share my opinion on that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like people overall just don't realize, and I'm glad you put it that way because that's really how it is. Like just how rare that crime is. Like most people in general. This isn't just a Black Americans thing. This is every person in this country, or every group in this country, I should say. Most of them are just going to work and coming home. Most people in every demographic are just decent working people. Like the criminal community is a very small community, and they're the ones doing all of the bad things. That they're not representative of their overall group. Because if I wanted to do that, I could do the same thing for all the other groups in America. And you'd say, well, that's not fair because of per capita, and then we'd be going in a circle. But the point is, according to these overall numbers, when you zoom out, instead of trying to do this mental gymnastics and statistical jujitsu because you want to say Black people are bad so much, you see that the majority of the communities are just everyday working average people going to work and coming home. Like crime is actually down now. Like crime is decreasing. It's not increasing. People make this big thing because they looked on the news and they saw a Black guy doing something bad. And then they look on the news the next day and they see another Black person doing something bad. Let me tell you, if you do that every day, you're never going to be lacking for Black people doing something bad. That's not because Black people are just inherently worse than everybody. It's because the news, they're shock jocks. If it bleeds, it leads. They want clicks and views just like everybody else wants clicks and views. You know, like they're, of course they're going to show all the horrible, terrible things that people are doing because it gets people looking. That doesn't represent the group that that guy is a part of. It represents that guy in particular. But Joy, was it Joyucel? Joyucel? I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, Joy is fine, honestly. I hope you don't mind. I wasn't super interested in the prompt topic, but I did want to touch on something that you said that I thought was kind of crazy, if that's okay.
Uh, what is it that I said that's crazy?
I thought you were talking about like how some individuals commit crimes because they quote unquote like do what they need to do. And I just vehemently disagree with that. Like I don't think that's correct at all.
So okay, so when a guy goes out and like sticks somebody up and does an armed robbery, are they just doing that because it's fun? Like they think that it's a good thing to do that day? Like they just like robbing people?
No, I think they're like antisocial. Right? I think they like probably get like some kind of benefit from harming people in some way. That or there might be like some kind of mental deficiency that they don't understand that they don't have to do that to people to get a resource, right? Like
So
it's
Joy,
never actually
wait,
a
But you're
necessity.
generalizing. You're
wait,
generalizing.
Joy,
Okay,
Joy.
I'm sorry.
Wait, which one do you think it is more? Do you think it's more of them just being antisocial and just wanting to hurt somebody that day, or they needed money? Like of all the things that you can
No,
do
no, no,
to
no,
just
no.
be a nuisance
Well,
to
I
people.
reject the economy, right? Because I don't think it's really needed money. They couldn't get it through other means. I think that they're either antisocial or they're so deluded and mistaken in their own perception that they think this is the way to get money, and they're wrong, right? Like you
Wait, no,
agree
I
that,
agree with
well,
you. Hold up, Joy.
but
Hold up,
listen,
Joy.
listen,
I
Host,
agree with.
how much money could I give you to stab somebody right now, right?
Oh, that depends
Like,
how much. That depends on how much you're
what?
talking. You feel me? Like that
So,
depends on how
no,
much
no,
you're
no, but
talking.
be
Yeah,
serious though,
who
right?
are
Like,
you
be
stabbing? You know, are
serious.
they high profile? Is it like a politician? I mean, if you give me $5 million to stab the random guy in the
No,
street,
let's talk about
excuse me,
let's talk about your neighbor to make it analogous, right? Let's talk about how much money would I have to give you to stab your neighbor?
are there
How
surveillance?
much?
There's a lot of. I'm sorry. There's a lot of. Yeah, there. I'm not trying to get in. Or yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because then you're
complicated.
insulting. No, no, but then you're insulting all. You're literally insulting the demographic you just brought up, like the everyday hardworking American who falls below the poverty line. I found this
Mm-hmm.
personally insulting. Like I had, like I grew up in Section 8 housing. Like I have family
Me
who have
too.
much worse circumstances, and they never did what you're talking about. Like this is why it's just blowing my mind. Like what do you
So
say? Like, what
okay,
the heck?
Joey. Okay, bro. Like the thing is, like I know you're trying to virtue signal, but the problem I'm having with you is that the these people who commit these crimes that we don't see this happening from people with means. We don't see Elon Musk armed robbing people because he doesn't have to, because he's already a trillionaire. Like rich people don't commit these crimes. People of a certain socioeconomic status don't commit crimes like that. The people who commit crimes like sticking people up are people who need money. They wouldn't be
No,
doing it
no, because then you're gonna have
otherwise.
to account. But then you're gonna have to account for the honest, hardworking people who remain, and that like they can't get a leg up, right? It's very unfortunate, and they
Yeah,
don't do
we
that,
account for that.
which
We
is
account for
most
that. Wait,
people. No, no, which
Joy,
is
hold up,
most
Joy,
people.
Joy, Joy. Okay, come on, dude. So we account for that by saying that everybody doesn't have the same outlook that other people have. Some people they're of the mind that I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to take care of my family. Some people are like, well, I'll just find some other kind of way. Everybody's mindset is different on how they do that. I don't think it's wrong if you're in a bad socioeconomic situation and the only thing you can think of is to steal and you decide to steal. I don't think that's wrong unless like somebody gets hurt afterwards. Like I don't think
No,
it's wrong for
so
you to do that. I think the outcome from that is negative. I'll agree that the outcome is negative, but I don't think the problem isn't the person doing the crime. The root problem is the need that they're trying to fill by doing that crime.
no, no, but it is because there's two things, right? You're saying, well, they have a bad mindset, which does not reflect reality, right? Or they don't care about who they
Well,
have
I
to
don't think
steal
it's
from,
a
who they have to
bad
take from.
mindset. I think that it's people think differently. Some people they're willing to to take things to another level that other people aren't willing to do. Most people are conflict averse. They don't like getting into problems with people. They
Or
want
they
to
just
try
have a
to.
sense of like morality about them. I don't know, man.
I
Like
mean,
again,
you
I'll
could
ask you
call
this.
it morality if you want to, but like, I don't think it's moral. I don't think it's a heightened sense of morality if you let somebody talk to you crazy because you know they'll whoop your ass afterwards. I don't think that's because you're just so
No, no,
above
no.
it
That's
and
not what I'm
moral.
talking about. No, no, I'm talking about like just basic abstraction, right? Saying I'm struggling, I'm hurting. Again, I asked if with your neighbor because most crime is intra-socioeconomic, right? They're robbing the same poor people that they're around. They're robbing their peers. They're hurting their
Yeah,
peers, right?
well, that's the
So
people
that
they
hey,
have next.
I'm
That's joy,
struggling.
joy,
I
joy, joy,
shouldn't.
joy. Of course, they're robbing the people that's next to them because they're next to them. They can't get to the rich people, so they're getting who's next to them. That's how that works. Crime is
No,
proximity
but they
based.
have. But what I'm trying to say is that they're having such poor abstraction and like a a mental model of other people, like very
Uh,
bad empathy skills to say that hey, I wouldn't want this to happen to me. I'm not going to do this to somebody else. This is what I'm saying,
yeah,
right? It's either it's a moral failing or a mental failing. That's the only way
well,
they can
joy,
account for
joy.
this.
The
Because
problem is like most people. Did he leave? Oh, never mind. You're still
I don't
here.
know.
So, yeah, like the thing is, like people understand the idea of like I wouldn't want this done to me, but sometimes the survival makes you go past that. Like if you're in a survival situation and a person's trying to get you, you can say all you want. I wouldn't want this happening to me, but you're gonna take them out before they take you out. You know, just in that
But that's not what we're
specific
talking about.
example.
But that's not what we're talking
I'm
about, though.
it's an analogy,
Like
dude.
most people
The
who
point,
unalive, no, no, I'm just saying, but like most people who unalive, for example, right? And straight up, HOMICIDs,
yeah, that's
CIDDs,
different.
right? Or like a
That's
stuff,
different.
or like, no, but those people are civilians, right? It's like most people who are robbed are civilians, right? It's not like,
Hmm.
oh, I have to get him because he's gonna get me. No, these people are like hunting on those who cannot defend themselves, everyday civilians,
But
hardworking
joy,
individuals,
but joy,
for no
you're missing the
reason,
point I
man.
was
Go
making.
ahead.
You missed the point I was making. The point is that I wouldn't want to get robbed, but I have to do what I have to do. You're the one next to me. I'm sorry. You just gonna have to take this hit. That's the way people are looking at it. I don't think that's like
They're like,
anti
they're,
like.
but they're, it's like that's not correct though, right? Like you can get a job at McDonald's or something, right? Or Walmart.
Yeah, I mean,
So
if you
yeah,
try to get a job, if you tried to get a job and it's not working out for you in that way, then and you decide to take it to some other
you
level,
can apply for
then it is
benefits,
what it
can't you?
is.
Dude, like
But
this
that
is
depends
how
on your
did you make it work?
situation.
No, no, I'm gonna ask
Wait,
you,
Joy,
how did you
Joy,
make it
hold
work?
no, 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 no. Okay, well, we're not doing speeches. First of all, secondly, like the people who are at that level, this is rare. First of all, this isn't like the majority. This is a very small number of people. This is the majority of people, like I said, are conflict averse. They wouldn't want to do no shit like that, even if they really wanted to. They wouldn't do it because they're scary. Number one. Number two, like
What a
uh
strange way to
because
see the
other
world.
people, I'm sorry.
So what a strange way to see the world. Like, do you really think that your parents or great grandparents, like all throughout your family, that they didn't do anything to anyone just because they were scared of the consequences? Is that what stops
Yes,
you?
yes, that's what most people are like. Most people are like that. Most people, if they were allowed to do certain things, they would most likely do those things if there were no negative consequences for it. They don't do it because they don't like what comes afterwards. Yes, that's true.
Why do you think? How do you think humanity got this far, bro? Like, what are you even talking about? Like, if we weren't cooperative at our core, on general, pro-social, wanting to help each other, and we were like you, we would not be a social species, right? People wouldn't be able to live around each other. But you're saying, well, actually, everyone has this, under the right circumstances. Again, why in all of human history are the violent criminals always the minority? It just doesn't make
Wait,
sense in your opinion.
I don't think that what you're saying is going against what I'm saying. Like the people being conflict averse and also working together to make civilization, that those are not mutually exclusive. Like you can have both. Like you can have most people just wanting to mind their business and do their own thing and not want to deal with other people, and also trying to be social enough to where you can be not, what's the word I'm looking for? Not harming people around you, or having some level of empathy. Like those aren't mutually exclusive things. You can do both.
I'm saying, why is the motivating factor, right? Which is this fear, this cowardice in the face of like consequences, the law, whatever, and not in your mind that most people are just okay, that they're normal, right? And that you really do have to worry about the psychology of these violent criminals. Like, why are we saying, well, hey, anybody could be like Stabby McStabberson over there? I don't think they could, man, because there are people who are
They
poorer than
could.
him, people who are
They
worse
could.
off, people who are worse off, right? People who have more to lose, and they're not like that guy.
Joy, Joy is humans are animals, dude. Humans are animals, and when they're again, you have to remember what we're talking about. We're not talking about everyday average people. We're talking about people in survival mode. And when you get put in survival mode, there's no telling what you'll do. You might do something you never thought that you'd do beforehand. I'm right now. I'm living a decent life. I'm making a decent amount to be able to take care of myself. Uh, but if I missed a few paychecks and I lost everything, I can't say what I would do in response to that. I can't say I would never steal because I might would do that if I got to that point. I can't say that because humans in survival mode will do a lot of crazy things. People who aren't in survival mode, they just want peace. They just want to chill. They just want to live their life. So they're going to stay away from conflict. They're going to get away from situations where they're going to end up in conflict, especially if it's unnecessary.
What I'm asking you is like you would agree that like socioeconomic positions for people have been worse than they are for even like the lowest of the low today, right? Like throughout history. Look at the Great
Hmm.
Depression, all the recession, right? So the question is, why were they as crazy as the violent people? Why weren't all of them stealing and taking? That didn't happen. Did you know that the 1920s actually didn't see that much of a rise in violent crime? Like it really wasn't like that bad. Like when it, like the Hoover houses and all this, that didn't. It wasn't that bad, right? In terms of
Wait,
violent crime.
are you saying like violence is worse now than it was back in the day?
No, I'm saying it's worse like contemporary to like in the night because they don't really have like great crime data like 360. But like from what we can tell, right, it wasn't that bad compared to like the 90s crime wave during like the height of like
Yeah, I mean,
post-civil
but we know why that
industrialization.
is, right? Like, especially if you're going to talk about the 80s and 90s, like we know why that is, right? Like, it's not
I
like
think it's like the population, like it's the city density probably. Like that's when you see like so many people going into cities and like crazies are being able to breed more when they shouldn't be able to. Like that's the
the
thing, bro. They
crazies.
weren't. Yes, bro. Like I just know. Again, you're saying, well, they're in survival mode. Okay, the granny down the street's in survival mode. She's been poor for longer than that guy has ever been, probably ever will be, right? And she's not doing anything to anyone. What is his excuse? There is
You
no
don't have.
excuse there.
It's not an excuse. It's an explanation, dude. Like some people, they live in squalor and they say, "Oh well, that's just my lot in life." Some people
Most
they live
people.
in squalor and say, "Yeah, I agree." Most people they'll say, "Oh well, I'm just poor. That's just how it is. Ain't nothing I can do about that." Some people they'll say,
Not
"Fuck
even
that."
that. It's
You
just
got. I'm
it's
sorry.
just that they'll make a way. Not like I can't do anything. Like I'm saying that
Well,
like
it's not
yeah,
making
you
a
also
way. If you're poor and you end up being poor for the rest of your life, it's not you making a way. It's you accepting your lot and just living with it. You didn't make a way. You didn't change anything.
no, I'm saying making a way in terms of remaining as comfortable as you can be, even if you like remain in poverty, that you keep a sense of dignity about yourself. I don't know how else to say it, but like you go and you don't hurt anybody throughout your life. Most people are like this, right? So if we're controlling for socioeconomic status, right, we're controlling for the material conditions. The only thing that's left is the person's disposition. That's it, right?
Yeah,
That
but that's the
literally is
point I've
all
been
there can
making.
be.
That's the point I was making, though. That's
So
what I
it's a
said.
moral
I
failing.
said
It's a moral mental failing.
well, no, no. So I don't. I think that the people's dispositions are different, but I don't think that it's because of morals. I think the difference is some people have a nerve that other people don't have. Some people may have values that other people don't have. It's circumstantial. It's not like some people are just prone to being crazy and just want to stab people. Like this the stabbings that we're thinking of is usually a result of some other crime that was being committed. Like they were trying to sell some dope and it went bad and they end up getting stabbed in the process. It's not because they just felt
Even
like
that, it's like,
stabbing
bro.
somebody that day. It's not because they felt like
No, no,
stabbing
no. But
somebody
I
that day.
agree. No, I.
You
But here's the
know?
thing. I think that if you have I've heard that, especially like this, that like everybody has these mental like proclivities, right? Like certain vulnerabilities, and the pressure from the world, anxiety, stress, whatever, acts as like air in a balloon, and then wherever your weakest
Hmm.
point is at, that's going to give out first, right? And so I'm saying if your weakest point is to say, hey, I'm going to poison my community, and if that doesn't go well, I'm going to end someone in my community's life, then bro, we have to like put a cap on. Like those people have to be studied and to
Right.
like
But dude,
taken
if
care
you're
of.
in, but dude, when you're in that situation, you're not thinking about the community. You're thinking about yourself. That's what happens when you're in
That's
survival
wrong.
mode.
That's
Well,
okay. Again,
okay,
bro. I want you to think about your grandma.
we're
Your
not
sweet.
gonna have this philosophical conversation about how people who commit crimes are actually all crazy and evil. Like, listen, some people they choose to deal with their problems with crime. Some people don't. Uh, the reasons behind that is whatever. We don't have to go on about this for another 30 minutes. Uh, let's see. Liam was in crying in the comments to get up here so hard. Let's see what Liam has to say. Hold up. I can't see you. Is Liam there? Are you Liam? Okay. Oh, what did you so excitedly wanted to come up here to say? Yes. What else would I be comparing it to? Like, yes.
That 99% of it is other races. I don't know if you're
Yeah.
saying
I mean,
that.
if I wanted to talk about other races, I would have mentioned other races.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I feel like this statement is clear. Like, what's confusing about this?
Is this out of the entire black population, or is this out of the violent
Yes.
crime rate?
I said yes. 99% of black Americans, the entire population. Yes.
Okay, that's wrong. It's literally wrong.
All right. What are you basing that on?
FBI statistics.
All right. So, what's the number of black Americans that's committed violent crime? What's the number?
Annually, it's, I believe, like 500,000.
You know, give me a link to that because wait. Are you getting this
On
from
the
like Table
FBI
43?
website.
Are you
What?
Are you getting this from Table 43 on the FBI website that you're referring to that I feel like you haven't read? Are you
What's-
talking about Table 43?
What's Table 43?
Okay, so you haven't read it. So you're pulling this out of your ass. Let me go ahead and get to my computer real quick. Because according to Table 43, this
Dude,
is
what the fuck is Table 43?
Google it, brother. Google Table 43. Google it right now. I'm challenging you. This is FBI, by the way. This is FBI crime in the United States. All right. When you go to violent crime and you cross it with black, African, or African American, it says 346 people were arrested for violent crime in 2019. We don't have a more updated one than that. That 2019 is the latest one we got. I don't know where you get 500,000 from. And 500,000 still, that doesn't really help you if it's 500,000.
Dude,
Like, it's
where the
still,
fuck are you-
yeah, literally Google Table 43 and click the first FBI website you see. All right, let's see. Damn, it's 6 of you? Sheesh. Did you get it? Liam, are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, did you find it?
No.
Okay, when you typed in Table 43, what showed
Yeah.
up? What showed up?
Arrests by race and ethnicity.
And this is the FBI crime in the United States, right?
Yeah.
2019. Okay, perfect. So scroll down to where it says violent crime and then cross that with black or African American. And what number do you get?
Where the fuck this is that in 43B or 43C?
43A, table 43A. Those are the totals. At 43A is where all the totals are. I feel like you should have seen this before coming up and saying, "Oh, I get it
Okay.
from the FBI."
Do you think that every violent crime by African Americans is arrested?
Do you think I can account for a crime that wasn't prosecuted?
No, that's exactly that also disproves your point.
Well,
That
it
disproves
doesn't.
your statement on the screen.
Well, it doesn't. Like
Yeah, it does.
because I'm making my statement based on the information available to me. I can't account for crimes
Yeah,
that
you
don't
can.
exist.
Yeah, you can with a buffer. Yeah, you can.
What do you think the buffer should be then? You tell me. What should a buffer be?
I think it should be at least fucking 98%.
Like, can you
But
give
it's
me a number, dude?
98%. Yeah, that's
Can
the
you give me
buffer.
like the number? Okay, you're giving me a percentage. I need a number.
Yeah.
If 129,000 isn't enough, and then
arrested?
everybody's just getting away. For 129,000 were arrested. Apparently, everybody's just getting away with
You don't
crimes. They're
think
all
people- you
criminal.
don't
They're
think-
all. They're
you don't
all.
think
Hold up,
African
Liam.
Americans get
Liam,
away
I'm
with
in the
violent
middle of
crimes?
asking my question. So 129,000 isn't enough. They're all criminal masterminds, and they're all getting away with their crimes. Okay. Tell me the number I should be adding to the 129,000, because I don't think this is going to help you as much as you think it will. You can unmute. I love this. I love when people say, well, the niggas are just getting away with everything. Like they're all criminal masterminds, apparently. I need you to tell me, yeah, unmute. So, like, if 129,000 doesn't account for all the criminal masterminds that's getting away with everything, you tell me what the buffer number should be. How many more people should I add to that 129,000? Because this does not help your math. You have to unmute, Liam. I can't unmute you. You have to unmute. Have you not used this app before? Okay, I'm giving you another 10 seconds to unmute. Liam going once. Liam going twice. I wanted to continue to have this discussion with you, Liam, but I feel like this is your way of bowing out. I want you to click the button with the mic on it so that your mic will be unmuted. I can't do that for you. You have to do it yourself. Okay, never mind. Oh, wait, never mind. You're back. Okay. So,
Hello?
yeah, again, yeah, there you go. I can hear you now. So, can you tell me what the buffer
Bro,
number
what
should
the
be?
fuck? That's not how a debate works. You can't just like mute people mid debate.
Yes, I can on my shit. Yes, the hell I can.
That's
So,
not how a
Liam,
fucking
tell
debate
me.
works.
Okay, Liam, this is my shit. We're doing this how I want to do it. Okay, so can you tell me what the
Dude.
buffer number should be, Liam?
Yeah.
So can you tell me what the buffer number should be that I should be adding on to the 129,000? All these niggas that's getting away with the crimes.
I don't know. You can make that yourself.
Do you
can
wanna
make
double
that
it?
decision yourself.
Do you want to double it? You think
I don't
doubling
care.
it will
You can make
change
that
anything?
decision yourself.
Do you want to triple it? Do you think tripling it will change
make the
anything?
decision yourself, bro.
I'll quadruple it for you. I'm a quadruple it for you. Let's say
Okay,
it's
dude.
130,000 times 4. 120,000. This is me trying to be
520.
charitable to you, my dude. I'm trying to be
520.
charitable.
Okay.
So 500,000, right? 500. Let's say it's about a 500,000 niggas, actually. It says we only arrested 120 of them. All the rest of them are getting away with it. They're all criminal masterminds. It was really 500,000.
Dude,
All
that
right, let's go
happens
back.
like a lot. I'm not saying
Yeah,
that should be the buffer.
sure.
You chose the buffer.
Yeah, I got you. So let's say it's 500,000. Do you know what the number of Black Americans are in this country? Do you know the number?
48.
It's about 48. All right. So we're going to put that into 48 million. All right. Do you know what the percentage point for that is? It's 0.1%.
Dude, that makes no sense. 500K out of 50 million? Out of 48 million?
Wait, hold on. I went to the wrong part of the
What
website.
The fuck?
Hold up. I got to go to the calculator.
Dude, what the fuck? Come on, bro.
Hold on,
It's
I got you.
over
bro.
1%.
Let me go to.
It's over one. It's
Let me go to that.
1.2%, I believe.
Hold up. I don't think it's 1.2. Hold on. If it's 52, I'm trying to be good faith. I know you like giggling, like you. But
I
I'm
did the
trying to be
math in
good
my
faith
head.
with you. I got you. Hold on. Let's see. If I put this in here, so let's say 500,000, 50 million. Let's see. Let me put 52 because it's supposed to be 520,000. So that's 1.04%.
Okay. You did 50 million, though, rather than 48.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right about that. Let me put 48.
It's like, it's
All right,
1.2. It's 1.2.
So it's 1.083%.
All right.
Man, do you see how that didn't really change it that much?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
this is me being as charitable to you as possible. I
Yeah.
quadrupled the number for you.
Yeah. But like,
So,
do you think that number is lower for white Americans?
did I say anything about white Americans? Do you see anything about white Americans on my screen at all?
What is the point of your entire live or debate? What is the point of it?
Well, it's not a debate, okay? So the
Okay.
point of me bringing this out, I'm
Yeah.
answering you. So the point of me bringing this out is to put into perspective to people, because the problem is they're doing what you did and they're trying to compare to other people, and they're like, look at how much worse black people are at this, and black people do this and black people do that. If you're looking at the overall numbers here, the majority of black people, the overwhelming majority, literally by the math here, 99% of black people are just everyday working average people, going to work, coming home,
Okay.
chilling, doing their thing, barbecuing,
Committing
electric
micro
sliding,
crimes and misdemeanors. But yeah,
committing micro crimes.
Misdemeanors.
What micro crimes are you referring to here? Like littering,
shoplifting,
jaywalking?
vandalism. I don't know. No.
Like, can you like substantiate anything, or are you just kind of going off vibes right now?
What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, like you're saying like most of everybody else is just shoplifting and all of that.
No,
Like,
that's
can
not
you
what I
substantiate
said.
that?
That's not what I said. You said 99% are just your
Yeah,
average people not
99% are
doing
just
anything
going to
wrong,
work
but
and
they're
coming home, and then
okay.
you responded by saying, "Yeah, they're just shoplifting and all these other things." Like, how can you substantiate that?
I'd have to look back at the FBI. Do you want me to look back at
You
the
probably should have
Rule
looked at that
43
before
shit?
you made that statement, Liam.
I'm not talking
That's my
about violent
problem.
crimes. You
Okay,
were,
I
you were
think
just
I'm done
talking
with
about
you. I think
misdemeanor.
I'm done with you. That's my problem. He already had an idea in his head before he made the statement, and now he's gonna go back to try to look it up to back him up. Like, how the fuck you gonna make a statement like that, and then when I say, where are you getting that from, you say, oh, I don't know, I gotta go look. Come on, dog. Come on, man. I gave this man the most charitable version of this whole thing, and it's still 1%. Crazy. Crazy. All right, let's see. Who do I have? Oh my God. I didn't realize so many people wanted to talk about this. I'm going to go to Smirk first. Let's see what he has to say. I'm doing these one by one.
Hey,
so
what's up?
it's quick. What you got for me, Smirk?
Hey, well, first, before we start, are you sure that it's 99% don't commit violent crimes? Like, are you sure that's just the accurate number?
Yeah, well, I'm basing this on the FBI Table 43A that says that 129,000 Black Americans have been arrested for violent crime compared
Right.
to the about 50 million Black Americans who live in this country.
So I guess so another way of saying this is you're saying that 1% of the Black population are violent criminals.
Well,
That's
less than 1%.
that's
Less than
incredibly
1%.
that's incredibly high.
Less Smirk.
That's
It's less
not
than
the
1%.
flex you think it is. And let me just preface this by saying I'm not trying to
Smirk.
disparage Black
Smirk,
people.
smirk. I know you want to go on your racist spiel, but it's less. I'm not saying it's 1%. It's less than 1%. It's much less than 1%, actually. It's like 0.01%. It's less than that. Like the majority of the Black community, like it's literally, we're literally comparing 100,000 people to 50 million. That's the number we're going off here. So, like, I know you want to try to do this thing where it's like, actually, if you look at it, if this many people are doing the crimes, then it's actually really bad. Like if we zoom out a little bit instead of trying to do like mental jujitsu, mathematical jujitsu, because we want to make Black people look bad, we'll see that like the majority of Black people are just everyday average working
Dude,
people going.
let me
to
just
school
give
and
you my
going home.
thought and then you can respond and I'll listen, I promise.
Actually, no, I don't feel like talking to you right now because you're already coming in bad faith. Let me see what Manuel has to say. Manuel, what are you doing here, man? Why are you trying to talk to me right now? You know what? Never mind. Let me get you the fuck up out of here too. All right, 3 Than TV. All right, 3 Than. What you got for me?
Nah, bro. I agree with you 100%. I don't see how people disagree with this.
Yeah, very simple math, man. Very simple math. Thank you.
God.
Shout out to you. I got to get you the fuck up out of here, though. I'm trying to make this quick because there's a bunch of people, so I just want to be fast with these. I can't go down a whole thing with y'all. Make this quick because there's a bunch of. What you got for me?
You're a dumb nigger, you fucking nigger. I'll rape you, nigger. I'm torture you,
All right,
nigger.
look, Peter. I'm gonna give you one more chance, okay? Because I actually
Okay.
want to have the conversation. So, like, are you disagreeing with this?
I don't really care about it. I'm Black and I don't really care.
Okay,
I like
if you don't care, why are you here?
Fortnite.
Why are you here? Why are you here?
Because I'm trying to eat some yogurt, jacking off.
All right, never
listening
mind.
to this.
Some people you can't help. I keep trying to treat them like humans, and they keep telling me why I shouldn't. Okay, Prince, what you got for me?
You said 99%, right?
That's right.
That gotta be the biggest lie ever, man. Why is that so high, man?
All right, you want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell me that right now.
All right, so real quick, do you know what the number of Black Americans are in this country? Like the number?
I think about 40 something. I don't know.
It's almost 50 million. It's like 48 million, right?
Oh shit.
Do you know the number of Black Americans arrested for violent crime?
No, but I do know they make the highest population in prison though.
Look, can you answer that question I just asked you? You said no, right?
I think they make like 80% of the like prison rate, man.
I didn't ask for the percentage. I asked for the number. Do you know what the number is of Black? Oh, no, he left. I don't know why. Why did you leave? I hope your phone didn't die. Well, whatever. Let's move on to the next. Lambo Rambo. What up, Lambo? What you got for me?
How many Black Americans are there?
It's about 48 million, almost 50. I think I saw something on. I think I saw Pew say that it's about 51. It's like a range from 48 to 51 million.
So let's just make it an even 50. What would 1% of that be?
So 1% of 50 million. Let me punch that in here so I
You
don't.
got to be real dumb to not do that off the top of your head, actually. But I'll
Yeah,
let you
well,
use your
I'm trying
calculator.
to.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna use my calculator, brother. My bad. I'm sorry for trying to be accurate and not look dumb on the internet. Okay, so 1%
Well,
of 50
okay.
million. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so 50 million. If I calculate that, what is 1% of 50 million? That's 500,000. So let's see. Yeah, I think it's better if I punch in the number of people who've committed violent crime here, which is 130,000 roundabout compared to the 50 million. And that equals 0.26%.
100,000?
It's about 130,000 arrested for violent crime, according to Table 43 FBI crime statistics.
That violent crime in total or unaliving?
Total violent crime.
How would that make sense?
Look at.
Let me just ask you one question.
Mm-hmm.
How would that number make sense if there's over 100,000 unalivings?
Yeah, because this is just for black people. That's not including everybody else. That's just for black people. Total is if we go to total violent crime is 355,000 total violent crime.
There you go.
That's for all races put together. For black Americans, it's 129,000.
Okay, and for white?
For white, it's 209,000.
Now, how many white Americans are there?
Wait, why are we talking about white people now?
No, I'm just asking you. We're having a conversation.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really trying to have a conversation. I'm kind of trying to stick to what I'm talking about here. Like, I don't know what white people have to do with what I have on the screen here.
Well,
are you trying to compare? Are you doing the 1350 thing right now?
No, I'm not.
Okay, good. So, like, can you agree with me that 99% of black Americans don't commit violent crime if only 129,000 have been arrested for violent crime and of a population of 50 million?
Yeah, but
Thank you. Appreciate that. That's good enough for me. All right, on to the next person. Mouse, I see you. I fuck with you, Mouse. But I want to get with these people who disagree first, and then I'm gonna talk to normal people afterwards. All right, let me see what Luke has to say here. All right, Luke. Luke is not here. All right, let's see what Princess Melody. Never mind, Princess Melody's not coming. All right, let's see what E has to say. E? That's kind of crazy. All the people. Hold on. My shit is not catching up. Oh, no. Shout out to you. I'll, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what the next person is. I'm kind of trying to make this quick. I don't want to do this one by one, but I want to do it real quick because there's a bunch of people over here. Cameron, let's see what Cameron has to say. My man Cameron. You all right, bro? You need me to call somebody? Do you have your phone like in your butt cheeks? Okay, man. I don't know if I have the energy for y'all right now. All right, let's see what Mouse. Look here, Mouse. Mouse, I fuck with you, Mouse. You know I fuck with you, Mouse. And I'm gonna let you jump in, but I want to deal with these these little shits myself first, and then I'll talk to you like a normal. You're the only normal person here. All right, Green, what you got for me, Green?
I hate fucking niggers, that's what it is, 'cause you do all the fucking crime, you fucking nigger. You black motherfucker. Fuck you, nigger. Fucking
All
nigger.
right, hold up,
Fucking nigger.
Green. Hold on, Green. 1 second, because you left. You did that and you left. I didn't even get to kick you. Oh man, y'all so bitch made. Y'all are so bitch made. All right, Rio.
What's going on?
Rio.
That other guy was crazy.
Yeah, hey man, I'm used to that shit on here.
So I just want to get
Salvation
like deep.
Morning. Oh, go
I
ahead,
just
bro.
want you to elaborate a little bit more on what you mean, like 99% of Black Americans don't commit violent crime. Like, what do
Yeah,
you mean
so
by that?
I'm basing this on Table 43A, FBI, crime in the United States by race and ethnicity. According to them, it was 129,346 Black Americans arrested for violent crime
What was the
compared to.
statistic for that? Out of
Say that again.
white people? Yeah, what was the statistic? Sorry, statistic of that, like compared to like all the other ethnicities.
Whoa. Hold on. Why are we comparing to other ethnicities?
No. I'm just trying to hear the statistic. That's all.
No, but I'm curious. Why you want to hear compared to other ethnicities? What does that have to do with anything?
Huh?
Yeah, what does other ethnicities have to do with what we're
No,
talking about
because
right
it's
now?
the FBI table. No, so you have to look at the whole thing.
Well, no, I don't. If I'm the claim I'm making isn't for other ethnicities. I'm making a claim
Correct.
about Black Americans.
So what was the
So
statistic in there?
so the number for violent crime, Black Americans arrested for violent crime is 129,346.
Okay.
And you know what the population of the Black Americans are in the United States?
About a few million. No.
Is about 50 million.
Okay, 50 million.
So, like, you do the math there. What do you think the what do you think the percentage is for that? It's about 0.2%.
I agree. That's great.
There you go. Appreciate you for participating. All right, on to the next one. Let's see, Oasis, and I'm gonna get right to you after that, Mouse, and then I'm probably end it because I got a pee-pee. All right, what's up, Oasis? Oasis?
Yo.
What's up, man? What's going on with you? You disagree
Alright,
with
so
what's here on the
basically,
screen?
I don't know why you saying to not compare to.
Hold on, man. We're talking to each other. We're not talking past each other. You're not gonna talk over me on my own shit. We're not doing that. So go ahead and unmute, and we're gonna greet each other like normal people. All right. I try to treat you people like humans. So always, how you doing, man? What do you think about what I have on the screen here?
Alright, so basically, I'm just here searching up the data, right? I'm like, where do you get the data from? It says 1.2999 million per. That's the million. That's how many people commit crimes that are Black Americans every year. That's annually. That's from 50% of the population.
Okay,
Now,
Oasis.
no, hold on.
Okay,
But
Oasis. No. It ain't no hold on. You people keep forgetting where you are. Like, this is my shit. Ain't no hold on. Because what I'm getting is from the FBI crime in the United States by race and ethnicity. This is table 43A.
all right,
I don't know where you're getting your.
now we got
Hold on, Oasis.
1.299.
Hold on, Oasis. Hold on, Oasis. We're not doing the talking over thing. So first, you have to tell me where you're getting your number from.
Okay, why am I keep getting?
Yeah, I'm muting you because we're having this conversation a certain kind of way. Okay, so I'm asking you questions, and I don't need you to be bloviating. Uh, so get out your own teacup. I think you're looking at another website right now. I need you to tell me firstly before we continue trying to compare to what you got. Where are you getting your numbers from?
From the
I can't hear you. You're not your screen's not showing. So where are you getting your numbers from? You said FBI.
Yeah, FBI data. I'm just telling you literally. What do you mean?
Okay,
Where
so
I'm getting it from?
Oase. Where on the FBI data? Where?
What do you mean?
Yeah, where on the page? Because I'm looking at the FBI Table 43 page right now. I'm looking at crime in the United States,
What are you talking
arrest
about?
by
Page?
race and ethnic.
You can search this up. Literally,
I'm
it's on the Google. You can search this up. Like, I'm not making this up. This is the real
table.
number.
I mean, Oase. I'm looking at the
1.2.
page right now.
Listen,
I'm looking at the page right now.
1.2999 million is the
Wait,
number
Oase,
annually,
Oase,
and it's the
Oase,
highest number from
Oase,
any other race.
Oase. I want to do this, but I can't have you talking over me. When I'm
Nah, I don't
saying
want to
Oase,
debate.
when I'm
I don't
calling your
want to do this no
name, when
more.
I'm okay, well leave then.
Yeah,
Like,
because
what
you
you
don't
come here
listen. This is
for?
typical you. It's a typical your
What do you
people.
mean I don't listen? I'm not here to listen to you. You jumped on my shit. I'm not here to listen to you. Just for the people who weren't able to get where I'm getting my data from, because he's just saying FBI vaguely, because he can't say where from the FBI page, because he did a quick Google to back his shit up. According to Table 43A on the 2019 crime in the United States by race and ethnicity, under violent crime by Black African Americans is 129,000. Okay, this is FBI.gov that I'm reading this off of for the guy that's spamming in the comment section. You know, so I don't know what the fuck that guy was talking about. I don't know where he got his number from. Let's see, Lay. I'm gonna go to Lay first, and then I'm gonna go to you, Zach. What you got for me, Lay?
This is so true. And I've been wondering this, and I swore I looked this up like before, but they weren't showing the statistic because I'm like, I'm sure, like, why wouldn't they have a statistic on that if they'll have the 1350 statistic when only 1.4% of Black Americans have committed a crime out of all Black Americans?
Yeah,
Now,
I
in
mean, it's
comparison, oh, go ahead.
no. What you gonna say? Continue.
Like white tea people on the same scale. No, not on the same scale. Actually, I'm sorry. I worded that wrong. But like they commit more crimes per capita in general.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Lay, because I've been telling them that we're not talking about white people right now, so we don't need to compare to white people. I just want to talk about the fact
100%.
that, yeah, like, because what they like to do is pivot the conversation to make it a comparison, so they could talk about something else, and we're not talking about that. Well, the main point I'm making here is that the overwhelming majority, literally more than 99% of Black Americans are just regular, everyday Black people just working and going home and making a way for themselves like everybody else in the
Yeah,
world.
and people they lack arithmetic skills, and they obviously skipped a grade or failed, and their school let them pass somehow, or they just dropped out. Because if the 1350 makes sense to you, hand over your diploma. Oh, that's my stomach. Damn.
I mean,
It's that
hey, look,
McDonald's,
man.
y'all.
If we're 13% of the population and actually committing 50% of the crime, like I feel like we'd be in
Like,
a
we're
we'd be in like
13%.
that's crazy. Like it would be like a dystopia. Like it would be like Gotham City. Like everybody would just be getting robbed every day. If that were true, like every single Black person would have to be committing a crime every day for that to
Right.
be
They
true.
making it seem
Like
like
that's
half the Black people in the world, in America, are committing these crimes. Like, no. Like their math is not, they're concluding to the wrong. It's just so, I don't know. They don't know
yeah.
math.
Yeah, I don't think that they understand just how rare crime is. Like the majority of every community, it's most people aren't criminals in general. Most people are everyday law-abiding citizens. Just period. I just don't understand why it's so hard for them to believe that for black people. Like they just like, I can't believe it. Like it has to be 20% of you niggas. I watched a news article that said that you niggas be out stabbing people, so it has to be at least 20 of you. Like I don't know. But shout out to you, Lay. I fuck with you, but I gotta get to these other people. Shout out to you though, Lay. Shout out to you. Mouse. I feel bad for you, Mouse, because I look, I'm actually going to be saving this and uploading it somewhere else later. So like I feel bad for you, but I want to get these juicy clips before I start talking to normal people again. All right, let's see what Shaba Ranks has to say. Shaba Ranks. Shaba, what you got for me, bro?
Yo. Can you hear me?
I hear you. What's up?
So, you don't really think crime is a problem? You just said like a couple minutes ago.
Firstly, I don't know what that has to do with what I have up here on the screen. Let's deal with that first before we jump off into other things. Can you agree with me that 99% of black Americans don't commit violent crime?
Yeah, but that's kind of a trick statement that doesn't reveal the truth.
No, it's not. So thank you for giving me the answer I was looking for. All right, let's go to Zach. What's up, Zach? Oh, never mind. Zach not here. Okay, never mind. Zach not here. Oh, Shaba Ranks is back. And I got the answer I needed from you, Shaba. You agree with me. We don't commit, most of us don't commit crime. You agree with me. I don't know what else is there for us to talk about. All right, let's see what Atticus has to say. What's up, Atticus?
Hi. Honestly, I just wanted to say that, like, I agree with the statement because, honestly, humans aren't born inherently evil, and 99%, like, I feel like the black community is so targeted too, and like whenever people do commit crimes or something, it is so disproportionately blown up in the news compared to whenever a white person does commit a crime. And so that's why people kind of do view like black Americans as committing more crime, but like honestly, it's just the racism and everything that like goes on in the media to kind of inflate the statistics almost.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Like a lot of the people who are making these statements, they just don't understand how rare it is for anybody to be a criminal. Like
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the people saying 1% is still millions of people. If 1% is 1 million, then there's like 99 other million people that aren't bad. Like.
Yeah, and also this doesn't say that it's 1%. It's less than 1%. It's like 0.2%. Like it's less than 1%. So it's not millions. It's literally, I'm telling you, literally, it's 129,000. It's not millions. So like, I don't know. These people, they haven't looked at any of this. That's why they're making these goofy statements. They're regurgitating what they heard somebody else say.
Yeah, and honestly, whenever they do their research, they go into Google and type in black person committed violent crime. Like,
yeah.
Like they're so biased when they search, and then they'll be like, look, it's proof. Like,
yeah, like if you look for something, you're gonna find it. If you look for black people doing bad things, you're gonna find black people doing bad things. That doesn't really say anything. But shout out to you, Atticus. I gotta get you the fuck up out of here respectfully, but shout out to you. I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but all right, let's move on. Shaba, you still here? All right, I'm gonna give you one more chance. I'll give you one more chance. All right, what's up, Shaba? What do you got to say? You agreed with me already. I don't know why you still want to talk. Or do you know you're here? Shaba going once. Shaba going twice. All right, Shaba, I guess he stepped away from his phone. All right, let's see. TS2 real. Man, my man Mouse is really holding it together. Shout out to you, Mouse. Your mic don't work. You need to get your shit together, man. You worry about the wrong thing. You worry about what black people doing, and you ain't got your mic right. That's crazy. TS2, what you got for me?
Yeah, so wait, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, all right. So I agree with you, but here's the thing. I think people are getting the word per capita mixed up with total volume. So here's what they don't understand. Just because you have a high percentage does not mean you do the majority. Doing the majority means you lead by number of total volume. So I don't know if people in the chat. Oh, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm trying to explain to the people in the chat because I think they're so incompetent that they don't understand how to comprehend the difference between total volume and per capita. So let me use a NBA analogy. If you went 1 for 2 on 3-point percentage, what would be your 3-point percentage? It would be 50%. That doesn't mean you hit the majority of threes. The person who went 15 for 49 hit the majority of threes and had a less 3-point percentage. Just because you have the higher percentage does not mean you're doing the majority of crime. And I actually have photos to back it up. So here's the thing. When the guy said, black people do 1.29999 million crime per year, he wouldn't believe me if I told him the number for white people is 4.5 million every single year. And they can't use that
4.7.
population. 4.7 million a year. And here's the thing. They can't use that population excuse. You want to know why? They claim that they're the angel race and they do nothing wrong, as if the Epstein files don't exist, as if all this don't exist. They claim that they're the angel race and they don't do anything wrong, but want to use the population excuse. So yeah, they're getting total volume confused with per capita. White people do it total volume. Black people do it the most per capita. Why? Because they have a 7-time more likeliness of being falsely arrested and convicted of a crime every single time they get arrested. That is also per capita as well. You have to include that. Also, Epstein is. Oh, wait, hold on. Just for the person in the chat.
What does it got to do with Epstein?
Go ahead.
No, because a person in the chat said Epstein is a Jew. You guys claim Albert Einstein, who is Jewish also, but you can differentiate him from being Jewish and white. Jewish is a religion. It is not a race. I don't know why you guys are so incompetent. The worst and most evil people to ever walk planet Earth are white people. I don't even have to start explaining. That's all I want to say. Please know the difference between per capita and total volume. That's all I wanted to say, man. Have a nice day.
No, TS, I agree with you 100%. Like, I think a lot of this, especially like when they say 1350, this is a language problem. Like, when they're saying 1350 commit half of the 13% commits half of the crime, they don't understand what they're saying when they say that, because if you actually look at the numbers, they're not treating it like a word problem. So they're coming to the wrong conclusion here. Like, the numbers don't say that we commit half of the crime. That's not true. But it says that. Oh, damn,
No,
man, I get rid of you too. Oh, go ahead if you will.
No, man, I got a question. So looking off the prompt, is you saying 99% of the black race don't commit like violent crimes? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this one more time. 99% of black people in America don't commit crimes, right?
They don't commit violent crimes. Yes.
Okay. Define a violent crime to me.
Well, according to table 43 of excuse me, crime in the United States by race and ethnicity, this is like an umbrella term for a bunch of other crimes.
No. We focusing on black people.
I know, but I'm saying it's violent crime is an umbrella term for a bunch of other crimes. And I'm not sure which ones they're including as a violent crime. I'm just going off of what they have here.
You're not sure about what they're including, but you're making a problem as if you know the exact statistics and the facts behind it.
Well,
But
it
you don't
says
know
violent
exactly
crime.
what is a violent crime?
Will. I'm going off of what they're saying. It says that 129,000 Black Americans were arrested for a violent crime. What they consider violent crime is on them. I'm going off of their information.
No.
Do we not trust? Wait, before we continue, do you not trust what the FBI believes to be violent crime? You think they're missing something?
Yes, they're saying that.
What are they missing?
Been arrested? No. You're saying 99% of Black Americans don't commit violent crimes. That is about how much got arrested for it.
Mm-hmm.
That could probably, hold on. That number could probably just been at that 1 year or that 1 month.
So, Will, you do realize if I say arrested, that's more than the conviction, right? They arrest more people than they convict. You realize that, right?
Okay, then so now it's a higher number, right?
Yes, I'm being
Okay.
charitable by going by arrests.
Okay. No, no. You saying it for the statistics? That would the 99% come in at.
I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand. Okay,
No,
so
no, I
look,
don't think you
if
understand.
if
I
it's
mean,
saying
listen,
if it's saying,
listen.
hold
You
on,
just
hold on,
you have just
Will,
already.
be quiet for 1 second. So, if the FBI is saying that 129,000 people have been arrested for violent crime, that means less of them are being convicted because sometimes they arrest multiple people for the same crime. Sometimes people get arrested for a crime and it comes out that they didn't do it. The arrest number is going to be higher than the conviction number. Me using the arrest number is being charitable. Okay, I'm trying to make it as charitable as possible by going by arrests. And even using that, if we compare that 129,000 people arrested for violent crime to the 50 million black people that live in this country, it's less than 1%.
Okay, can I get like the
You
year?
understand?
Can I get the timeline?
This is from 2019.
Okay, so obviously, crimes don't just stop there, especially for just the 1%. Because that's the logic. Then since there's-
Wait, so
So
Will,
we're
are you gonna
minority,
argue
is it
that?
not? Am I
Wait,
right?
Will, are you gonna argue that like crime? This is like a low point, and that things just shoot up way more than that
didn't say
after.
that. I didn't say that. You're assuming you're
Yeah.
making your own inference. Okay, but
Uh-huh.
listen. Meaning we as a minority, I just want to know what you think about white people and their violent crimes real quick. So would it
So
not also be
I
like
don't
the same for
care.
them?
I don't. I'm answering you. I don't care because this is not a conversation about white people
Okay.
right now. We're not talking about white people.
Okay, you're right.
So
But
like,
in my-
I don't understand
I just
this
don't think it's true
comparison.
at all. I just don't think it's true at all. 99% of
How
black
you- I
Americans
just
don't commit
told you
violent
that.
crimes.
Okay, let's do
I'm
math.
going
Let's
off
do
of
math.
our history.
Will, let's do math, okay? If 129,000 people have been arrested for violent crime,
Yeah.
and there's 50 million of us, what is the percentage?
It's 1%.
It's less than 1%. It's like 0.2%. That's like, this is a simple math problem, dude.
It's not that simple though. It's not that simple.
It really is. It really is
mean,
that simple.
You're only using 2019, by the way.
Yeah, they don't update this every year. This is the latest number we have.
And that's 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
This is the latest from
Oh.
FBI. Unless you have something more updated than that, then this is the thing we have to go with.
That the world keep on spending every single day, and every single day.
Oh,
there's
Jesus
Will.
Christ, youngin,
Will.
chill. Because
Go
here's
ahead,
the
Miles.
things that you're trying to do.
Hey,
sir.
Mel, shut the fuck up, boy. I wasn't
You know what
talking
you're
to
trying to do,
Nah,
sir?
you're not gonna talk to him like that, bro. Go
You know
ahead,
what
Miles.
you're trying to do, sir? And I hate to say this, but you're trying to add all crime in there to be 1%. And the thing about it is, it's self-explanatory. I mean, I'm old. They change math every year, how you do it, but the thing that it still comes out the same, right? No matter how we do it, it still comes out the same. It's in lamest terms. It's right there in front of you. 100 and some odd thousand, 50 million. That's less than 1%. How?
Yeah, this comfortable.
How? We said violent crime. That's what it was about.
Define a
Violent
violent crime. Define a violent crime. Listen. Define violent crime.
Okay, so violent crimes in the 80s was what?
No, that's the 80s. I'm talking now. What is a violent
Now?
crime?
Wait, Will.
Ape?
Hold on. Let me.
Schmurder?
Wait. Before you do that, Will. Again, this is why I asked you before. Are you telling me that the FBI, when they make a section for violent crime, they're missing something? You think that the FBI should be adding something else to that?
I mean, it depends on what's already in there.
If the FBI,
You don't know because you haven't even read it.
if
I
the
mean,
FBI
You
says
just said
violent,
yourself, you just said
violent
yourself that you
crime
don't know what is
statistics,
considered a violent crime.
but wait a minute, you can't, wait a minute. If you're going to go with it, you can go with it. If you're not going to go with it, then you can't say that it's skewed. Either you're for it or you're against it. Because when somebody else says it and it goes against it, you don't say it's skewed. But then when it fits your narrative, then it's skewed.
Hey, old head, Unc, you're wrong.
How am I wrong? How?
You said it multiple times, mousy boy. Keep squeaking on how much you want, but you're
Hold
wrong.
on. Y'all keep you keep repeating you're wrong, and nobody's explaining anything. Like,
Because
what is he wrong about?
He's saying that it can't be skewed. How do you know that for a fact?
I didn't say that. I didn't
Yes,
say
you did.
it couldn't
You
be.
just said
I
that.
said
You
when
just
it
said
fits
that.
their
Contradicting all his
narrative,
words.
it's not skewed. But
You
when
just
it
said
doesn't
that.
fit
You
their
just said
narrative, it is skewed.
Hold up, y'all aren't listening. What he's
And
saying
now
is you
people
need
are
to.
so stupid.
Hold on. Y'all are not listening. What he's saying is y'all pick and choose when you want to decide that this is credible or not. So like if it goes with what you're saying, when people want to say 1350, then the FBI violent crime is acceptable then when we want to say 1350. But now that I'm using it to compare to the overall number, then it's wait, we have to include all this other shit. Like which
You're
one is
saying
it? It can't be both.
99% of Black Americans don't commit violent crimes. Okay, well let's be realistic here. It's gonna be like that for every other race then.
Yeah, I know. I know. I agree.
Exactly. Therefore, Mouse is wrong.
No, that's not. That doesn't make Mouse wrong. Y'all don't understand what we're doing here. Y'all don't understand what we're doing here. This is not a comparison to white people. I don't know why y'all feel like this
no
is.
one's saying this in comparison to white people. I just made an inference saying that.
Well, somebody did. The guy above you just did. He's
No, I
talking
did
about-
not. Mouse is above
Yes,
me.
you did.
You're darn right. Mouse
No,
always wrong.
the guy number one said that would mean everybody is 99%, which is true. Most groups don't commit crime.
No,
See, he
here's
just put words into our mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the words he said. That's what he
I
said.
said that Mouse was wrong because I said that they could skew the results, and he was like, "No, they can't."
No,
That's what
I
he
didn't
said.
say that. I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
Wait, so
No, I
hold
did
on,
not.
Okay, so wait. So instead of having a conversation about what somebody said, let's do this. Number one,
Then he
because I
took
didn't
it
get
off
your
topic and asked if he could kiss me.
Number one. Let's refocus,
stupid?
okay? So number one, can you at least concede to me? If we're going off of these numbers from the FBI, that 129,000 have been arrested for
You're nobody for me to concede
violent
to.
crime.
The
Wait,
fact is there from
Will
2019.
shut the hell up. I'm not talking to you right now. So number one, can you concede that if we're taking into account 129,000 black people have been arrested for violent crime, and there's 50 million of us, that equals less than 1%. Can you agree with me on that at least?
Yes.
Okay, that's the whole point of this whole thing. I
No,
don't
Mouse
know.
is
I don't even.
wrong.
What are you arguing against with
I'm not
Mouse?
saying
Like,
you're wrong.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
saying
the
Mouse
is irrelevant.
Is
How am I wrong, sir? Explain that to
If
me.
it's really
Kenny,
just a point blank
Kenny.
simple obvious, then this prompt is absolutely unnecessary. It's irrelevant. It
Kenny,
doesn't
I
include
agree with what
anything.
you're saying, but what Mouse is saying is completely
Yeah,
terrible.
Mouse. This old head need to go into a nursing home. It's like he's just losing it.
wait. Are y'all saying?
It was wrong, sir.
Wait. They're trying to claim that it's not skewed, but that it's that
listen,
claim is baseless.
I'm saying that it's skewed, and Mouse said no, it's not. Like,
Yeah,
she
No,
said
I
he's
did
wrong.
not. I said you cannot
Mouse, you
say.
said that.
I
Mouse
said
did
you
say that.
cannot say
Okay.
that it's
The
skewed.
cowboy heart inside the hot weather is getting to his head. I'm trying to tell you.
All right, hold on. We're not gonna make this whole thing
You want to
about
make
what
listen.
Mouse
The
said.
thing about it is that cowboy hat costs more than all the clothes that you wear together, brother.
That cowboy
So,
hat's
man,
big.
don't
look
talk
at
that
his
smack to
britches. It makes
me.
you
That
dumb.
cowboy
The
hat.
thing that I want you to understand.
Hold on
The thing I
now.
want you
Mouse
to
is a real
understand,
cowboy.
man, is this.
Mouse,
that's a
fake cat, buddy.
Oh, okay, fake. Okay. Go
Mouse
ahead.
is a real
Yeah,
cowboy,
it
man.
look
Y'all
like
don't know.
real
Y'all don't know who
leather.
y'all talking to.
It
Y'all
looks
don't know who y'all
look
talking
like
to.
real
Mouse is a real
leather to me. It could
cowboy.
be deer skin. Yo, cowboy hat.
That's a
weak,
real
man.
cowboy, man.
A real
Okay.
cowboy. What make him a real cowboy?
Got like skunk skin.
Okay. Well, that's whatever you think.
That's probably exactly what it is. He probably made that himself.
Right. Imagine that.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Here's the thing.
Will. Oh,
Well,
go ahead,
here's the
Mouse,
thing
go
that I
ahead.
want you guys to understand, okay? In no way in this world am I saying that any of you,
You
guys
did
are
say
wrong.
that, though.
What I am saying is
You
this.
literally say if it wasn't about the narrative, then it could be.
Oh my God! Can he just clarify then? Go
You
ahead,
young
Mouse.
bucks, boy, I swear. The problem that I'm having is this. when you get on here and you say that the crime statistics, and I'm not saying y'all, but there are a group of people, just like the ones that were up here earlier, that said that you have to go with the crime statistics. You have to go with them because that's the FBI, right? But when it fits their narrative, it's all fine and dandy. But when it goes against their narrative, like this right here, then everything is skewed. That's all
You
I'm
just
saying.
said that it wasn't
And
skewed
now
though.
he's contradicting himself. He's
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Okay, now he Okay, now
I just
he's
clarified, sir.
He clarified his statement. So can we not talk about what Mouse said the whole time? Can you get off his dick, please?
My fault.
I mean, well, maybe if Mouse stopped fucking squeaking off about cheese and
Will, can you please get off his dick?
Will,
God
maybe
damn.
if he testing,
Will,
maybe he could have moved
make
on.
some kids,
Okay,
baby.
never mind.
Make some kids.
Never mind. God damn.
He got too much
I didn't know
time
we
on
was.
his hands.
I didn't know we was gonna have a whole discussion about what Mouse did or didn't say. Like,
No, I'm
Jesus fucking
Kenny.
Christ.
I'm agreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying Mouse is wrong about what he said.
All right, that's
But I
fine.
agree.
All right, Smash.
Mouse, you're wrong.
I got you, bro. So Smash Plants, what you got for me, man?
Take off your high heels, dude. That's what you need to do.
Who are you talking to, buddy?
Smash. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Who are
y'all.
you
Hold on,
talking
y'all.
to, buddy?
Wait. Smash. I need to know what
What I
Smash
thought.
got to say about this. What you got for me, Smash?
Just where I mean, the prompt just sound crazy. Like where are y'all getting this stuff from?
Does it sound crazy? Would it sound crazy if I said 99% of white Americans didn't commit violent crime?
I mean, that's close to 100. But I'm saying like, what's the purpose for the prompt? You know what I'm saying? Like that's. I mean,
Okay.
that
So
would be
first,
amongst all. That would be amongst all groups. Like most people in every racial category, like don't commit crime.
correct.
Again,
Correct.
That's
That's
exactly what we're
correct.
saying.
That's the point I'm making here. That's the point I'm making here. The point of this is to just remind people, to give them some perspective. Like people get stuck on this 1350 thing and making black people out to be evil bad guys who are just criminals with poo shiesty masks on. And I just want to remind people that the majority of the population of any race, but I'm zoning in on black people right now. The majority of the population are just everyday, average working people, going to work, coming home, taking care of their kids, going to school, just being regular people. And the crazy part is these people can't believe that. They can't even believe that most of us are just regular people. They have to believe it's got to be 20%. It got to be 40%. Like less than 1% is crazy. Like they can't even fathom the idea. And I feel like we need to fight against that. We need to remind people that the majority, like crime is a rare thing. Like the criminal population is very, very small. Crime is on the downslope actually over the past few years. It's not getting worse, it's getting better. So like I don't want this idea that like the black community are just the faces of criminality and
They are.
badness. Well, we don't deserve it, but
I'm not saying. I'm saying
it's only
based on evidence.
well, the
it's only
evidence is
brought
showing that 99% of us aren't doing that. So I don't
No,
know.
the evidence is
Yeah.
showing that 50% of Black Americans are committing like crimes like robbery and murder.
So
That's
it's only brought
Mouse
up
mute.
like
Mouse mute. You're not
these.
allowed to talk. Good boy.
That is
Mouse,
that is
you're not allowed
violent
to talk.
crime, sir.
No, Kenny, tell him I'm only talking to you. Tell Mouse.
Hold up.
to
Number
mute.
one,
That's violent crime,
we're
sir.
not doing that.
Mouse
We're
mute.
not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not
That
doing
is
that.
violent crime. That's the narrative that I'm talking about, right? I mean, he just said 50% of robberies and murders are black people. But the problem is the thing that we're looking at and talking about right now is exactly what we're saying is not happening. But
Yeah,
people like him are get up here and they regurgitate something that somebody else has said to them. And you notice now it's getting younger and younger. It's not the older people. It's these idiots that burn their followers. I could understand if he lived through something, okay, I can feel some certain type of way, right? But he's not living through that. He's not in the inner city. Guaranteed. He's just like me, living out in the suburbs or in the country, not touched by those violent crimes, but every once in a while. But yet still he wants to have this whole conversation of how black people are violent.
A lot of these people with these racist talking points don't even like be around black people or even know black people like that. They just get their talking points off X or you know some white supremacist podcaster or something.
Correct. But he couldn't even hold a
It's
conversation. But I can guarantee you he wouldn't say half the stuff he says if we were standing face to face. I guarantee you that.
Okay, well, Cheese Eater, listen, I just feel like the problem is you backtrack a lot. Like the host, okay, I can understand where he's coming from. You know, he actually backed it with statistics, but you contradict a whole
Wait,
bunch.
Will. We're not gonna make this a personal thing between you two, okay? Like, get off his dick, bro. You don't have to
Here's
talk
the thing
about
that I
him the
want
whole
you to
time.
understand.
Then
Did
you
I
get
not?
off
I
that
didn't
fucking
backtrack.
stunt.
I explained exactly where I was coming from, sir. So if I made a mistake in the way that I said it, I apologize. But one thing about me is this: I can apologize. You guys stand up right up there and say the same thing over and over.
Who is
I
you
was
guys?
explaining
Who is you guys? Define you guys.
the people that think like you, sir.
And how do I think since you know me so well?
So that you know me so well. I was
No,
wrong,
speaker. I didn't make no type of point like that. You
but
let
you
me know
said
how
I was
am.
wrong.
What does that got to do with you people?
You said I was wrong. The people that said that I was wrong.
Okay,
That is you
okay. And how
people.
was they like? And how was they like, Cheese Eater? You let me know.
I'm a cheese eater, right?
Yeah.
I eat a lot
I
of
heard you
beef too,
squeaking a
sir.
lot when you're making your arguments. I heard you.
I eat a lot of beef too, sir.
Yeah. You eating the dick up right up. You eating it right up.
So
Cheese boy.
that's it.
Hopefully
Here's the
cheese not the only
thing.
thing you like.
Here's the thing that I do know, right?
Yeah,
When
what you know?
young people talk, they have to be vulgar and ignorant. I
You
don't
eat a
have to
whole
be
bunch
that
of
way.
beef. I mean, I'm just simply saying what you're eating.
No, you're
You eating
simply
big
saying
beef.
saying
I'm simply
derogatory
saying
things
it's
to
too
another.
hot for that hat.
Here's the
You
thing,
need to
brother.
give it up.
You could never, ever afford that hat.
You made that hat by hand, and I can easily tell.
Okay, you couldn't afford it.
You made the hat by hand. I can easily go out and kill an animal and just start carving it into
It's
a
not
dusty,
it's not
raggedy
made
old
by
ass
animals,
fucking hat.
dummy. That's the simple thing, right?
No,
Stay
it wasn't made by. I mean, you made it yourself. I'm sure you would know.
Okay, you're right.
You don't look like the type of person who got money. You look like you in an old ass pickup truck.
Oh no, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Well, I know so. Old head. They give out to the senior
2025,
citizens who make it past
2025, sir.
60. 2025.
2025, sir.
Where?
Nice truck.
2025 where? Oh yeah, it's a real nice truck. Yeah, I'm sure of it. I'm real sure of it. You keep telling yourself that. all right?
Okay. That's
dementia
enough.
will get it to you.
That's enough. Okay. I let you have your fun a little bit. Let's move on. Okay. I don't know why you have a personal problem with Mouse. I don't get it, but
Clowns
let's
do.
move on. Okay. So I mean, Paulie. I think Paulie's trying to jump in. I mean, Will, like you said you understand what I'm trying to say. Like,
Yeah, I can.
can you understand also like the idea that I'm getting at? Like, we don't have to own this label of criminality. We don't have to own this thing like because a few niggas with Pooh Shiesty masks go out and do crimes that black people are all criminals for some reason. Like, we don't have to own that, you know?
Yeah, I can completely agree with that. I think Mouse just went a little bit off script. But at your point, I can completely understand.
All right, perfect.
All right, Cheese boy. I'll catch you later.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, TS.
Okay, so here's the thing. So they think per capita means you can predict who can do a crime or who's most likely to commit a crime first. So here's the thing. These idiots don't understand. A 6-year-old child, because they're black, does not have a more likeliness to commit a crime against somebody just because they're black. It has everything to do with something called socioeconomic factors, which is poverty and an unfair system in the United States. Just because you have a high per capita does not mean you are more likely to commit a crime. Doesn't mean you're more likely to get arrested for a crime. Yes, but you also have to include the high percentage of being falsely arrested for a crime. These people are idiots and they cannot comprehend. Like, they literally are idiots. You cannot predict who's going to do a crime. A 3-year-old black child will not do a crime before you just because of per capita. But also, here's what I want to say too. You can look this up. Anyone can look this up. Did you know per capita, a vending machine is more dangerous than a shark? But let's use our brain here. Do you really think a vending machine is more dangerous than a shark? Just because per capita says wise. No, that doesn't mean a vending machine is more dangerous than a shark. I guarantee you anyone in this live would rather stand right in front of a vending machine rather than right in front of a shark. Go look it up right now. Per capita, vending machines are more dangerous than a shark. Go look it up. But just because what per capita says doesn't define every vending machine. It doesn't mean you have to be scared of every vending machine. It doesn't predict if a vending machine will harm you before a shark. It doesn't do that. They cannot understand or comprehend anything. It's sad.
Raw numbers always trump per capita.
Like, it's sad.
Yeah, and that's why I said like earlier when they say like 13% of the population is committing 50% of the crime, and I look at the actual table 43 that they're getting it from, it doesn't say that. It's not saying that we're committing 50% of the crime. That's like a calculation that you're doing to come to that number. The actual numbers say something different from that. So like you can't make that statement, but they don't understand how that works. This is like a language problem for
Well,
them.
who started who started that BS? Wasn't it Charlie
They'll
Kirk?
say anything for propaganda purposes. Like
1350 started in 2019. That's
Okay,
when it
so-
started. Yeah.
So who started it to put it out there though? Right?
White people, they started saying, oh,
Yeah,
30% of the population, you
So-
50% of the
So,
crime.
but
racist.
I'll put it like this, right? Charlie Kirk made it mainstream, and that's the problem that I have. It's sort of like that when he brought that up. And forgive me for saying the man's name because I don't like to speak ill of the passed away or whatever. But the thing that I've always said is, how in the world can you speak on a community when you're not in that community?
That's what I
Right?
say all the time. Thank you so much. How can I? Well, no. Here's the thing. I go on Twitter all the time, and it shows videos of Indians being stinky. They don't wash their hands when it comes to food. But how can I predict that about them if I haven't even encountered them in real life? Why would I hate them or think something of them just because of what I see on the internet? Thank you for saying that. I have never met an Indian person in my life, so I cannot predict or assume what they are based on videos online or statistics.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, not only that, like, especially if they're getting their shit from videos on the internet, everybody knows like the algorithm is just going to feed you back what you engage with. So if all you do is look up videos of black people doing crimes and then you see in your feed more black people doing crimes, that doesn't mean that more black people are actually committing more crimes. That's just you getting a negative feedback loop because that's what you interact with. Your bias is what's making you get that shit back to begin with. People don't understand that. They don't see how they're being like they're cultivating this worldview that they have, and they're going back and post hoc justifying it with this. That's why a lot of them, when I asked them like, where are they even getting this shit from?
Do you see this dude
they
in the
have to go
comments?
back and research it.
Do you see this
Oh,
Bob
the
dude in the
Bob
comments?
guy.
Dude, like he's someone commented. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, I have a question for Bob. Do you think Bronny James, who grew up in Beverly Hills, has a more likeliness to commit a crime versus a homeless man in Washington D.C.? Do you really think so? Just because he's black, just because crime statistics say so? Do you really think that's the reality? Like
My thing is,
they don't even
my
know what
thing is,
drives
like,
per capita. They don't even know what drives it. It's so sad.
Well,
my thing is, we all need to clean up our own demographic. Like, I don't
Correct.
want to hear moral condemnation from a group of people who are not perfect, who commit all type of crimes, and they lead the league in child exploitation and essaying children. Like, I don't want to ever hear moral condemnation from a demographic
As a
that
whole, sir.
leads the
As a
league in that.
whole.
Like, you clean up your own community, then you come to the black side and say, "Oh, black on black crime" and all that shit. But I don't ever want to hear moral condemnation from a group of people that lead the league in child essay and child porn and all that shit.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, it's a lot of that. It's a lot of that.
And it's not
In my
just
opinion,
it's not just the men either. All you gotta do is look on TV every day on the news.
Every day, the news,
On the news.
anything.
every day they being indicted for doing
Teachers,
something.
lawyers, police officers, to
Exactly, bro.
clerk workers all the time.
The pillars of the
I just
community.
found out not too long ago, and I don't like to do this because I don't be wanting to compare, but I just found out not too long ago, like 80% of all people indicted on CP ownership are white men, like 81%, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is crazy, and I don't like doing that because they do that to us and say, well, you know, y'all do this more and whatever.
But they dismiss that because that's a norm, right? They say it's the
my
norm.
thing is,
they all say it's the
my
norm.
bad, bro.
No,
I'm
they
just saying,
always
like,
say it's the
why
norm.
don't they just focus on their shit? They worry about the wrong thing. They worry about what we got going on.
And my thing is two adults. They talk about violent crime. Two adults unaliving each other. I mean, that is what it is. It could be for whatever, but crimes against children is far worse than two adults like
We all
committing
say
crimes
that.
against each other.
And every
Yeah.
race says that. That's the sad part. Every race says
Exactly.
that, right?
If you see a story on Facebook or talking about some white dude messing with children, they are like, oh, give him
All
the
the
firing
time.
squad, give him to the shredder, put him in the wood.
Even in the penitentiary, even in the
Exactly.
penitentiary of the worst, they say
Mhm.
unalive those people.
Exactly. So and
But
then
yet
two
still,
adults.
that's a sad
Mm-hmm. Two adults unaliving each other. It is what it is, man. Like, you know, they made their choice. One gonna sit in jail, and one is in the grave or whatever it is. But crimes against children, like, don't I don't want to hear no moral condemnation from that demographic of people ever. They shouldn't be saying shit. They got their hands full already.
Well, the thing that I had this discussion with somebody the other day was, if they hate us so much, right? They hate us so much. Why do they worry about us, our people killing themselves in the inner city when they don't live there?
Here's the thing: they never even got gas in that city. They never even touched foot in that city to begin with. They're so worried about something that don't affect
I don't
them.
go to the city, and that's the thing. And don't get me wrong, I have family that live in the city, but I don't like the city. It's not of me. It's not about me because it's different, right? It's not what I'm used to. So I'm not going to sit up here and say, "Oh, I love the city." That's BS, right? Just like some of the people in the city would never love to live where I live. It's boring, right? It's boring. But guess what? I live in my county is 2%. And you can guess which side that is, right? So the majority of all the crimes are what? 99.9% of the crimes are committed by
The majority, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why they push this narrative all the time. When they see it, it's like the people in my own town. They act like they're in a city that's something that's different. It's not different because it happens here.